I took a solo road trip and stumbled on some pretty awesome unexpected spots, like an airplane sitting in the middle of someone's forested backyard and a trail of waterfalls that felt endless. Also, fun fact, Oregon has at least 238 known waterfalls, and that's not even counting the hidden ones nobody's named yet. So yeah, the state is kind of famous for them. You've probably heard of the big ones, Multnomah Falls, Tokatee, and Punch Bowl, but today I'm headed somewhere a little different. This is Silver Falls State Park, and the main trail here is literally called the Trail of 10 Waterfalls. 10. Which, based on everything I've read, should be a pretty easy hike.
Said the worst part for last. These stairs, ooh, I can't talk. These stairs suck.
Maybe. And that's only half the story because I want to see what else I can drive to in the RV in a single day. Basically, I'm challenging myself to turn what feels like a quiet, dull day into an actual adventure. But mostly to keep myself from going a little stir crazy.
Doesn't exactly fit.
Welcome to my little solo detour. Silver Falls State Park is located right outside of Salem in Oregon, and it's pretty popular. So to ensure I find a spot for the RV, I'm heading there right when they open at 8 a.m.
Alright, we arrived at Silver Falls State Park about a half hour after they opened. Thought I got here in pretty good time because I got to the parking lot. The parking lot's huge and there's like 3 cars here. I was like, alright, this is perfect. And I look over, there's a whole nother parking lot that's almost full. So hopefully the falls aren't too crowded. It is a Saturday morning, but we'll see. It's just opening up, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, it's not that full, but there's a lot more cars over here than there are where I'm parked.
You were the guys that did Kara and Nate's thing,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Awesome.
That's so funny.
I'm out here just exploring. I'm from Indiana. But
Are you?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm headed to the coast after this, so I'm gonna head out to Cannon Beach.
What's your name?
Morgan.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's so funny.
Well, sorry when I interrupted your work.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just talking and going.
Chances are you'll start at South Falls. It's the biggest slot and easiest starting point. Which means your very first stop is, surprise, South Falls. And that's probably also why it ends up being the most photographed waterfall in the park.
Low bridge. Some of my favorite hikes are the ones you don't have to work hard for a big payoff, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But Silver Falls is one of those places because it's relatively low difficulty to get to all these waterfalls. I mean, it's a 7-mile loop, so that can get pretty strenuous. I'm sure at certain points of the day it gets pretty hot, muddy, rocky, that sort of thing, but still, like, for a hike, it's just pretty easy. These stairs, ooh, I can't talk. These stairs. But there's no steep elevation climb, no rough terrain, no rocks to climb up and down, so it makes it relatively easy to kind of explore this whole area. And I mean, some people like that stuff. I'm not one of those people. So my fear of coming here at the end of summer was that it hasn't rained a whole lot, so I knew the waterfalls would be pretty light, but even still, they're pretty impressive.
Each section of the trail has its own name. This part's called Canyon Trail, and since I didn't realize that going in, I got a little turned around.
So the one thing I didn't do was download the park map or grab one of the paper park maps. That would have been a good idea. I don't know why I assumed I'd have service out here. I don't. So we took Canyon Trail. Hopefully this is going to lead us around. It's all marked off, so I'm not going off trail, so I'm not going to get lost. We'll get there eventually.
So, full disclosure, I'm not going to show you all 10 waterfalls on this trail. No one needs to watch me huff and puff that long. But the ones I do stop at, I'll share with you my unfiltered hot takes. Now, we've already seen South Falls, so Lower South Falls was my second stop. It's considerably smaller than the last one, but since it's slightly more secluded, I took that time to grab some shots.
I was feeling so low, but nothing at all. Now I'm feeling alright. No rise with no fall.
Yeah, these are my type of hikes. Low elevation, nice and easy. A little rocky, but that's fine. Lots of waterfalls, yeah. Couldn't ask for more. This hike is peaceful, but there's moments in it where it's just a little too quiet. And I wish Sarah was here.
This is the part of the video where we pause for an unsolicited therapy session about my luggage. Thanks to Level 8 for sponsoring this video.
So what's on your mind today, Sarah?
Doctor, I can't do it anymore. We've been traveling the world with just our backpacks and the weight is starting to get to me. I think I need to make a change.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like everyone else is just seamlessly gliding through the airports while I'm crippling under the weight of my backpacks.
Have you considered Level 8?
Level 8?
Level 8 is my most recommended luggage brand to travelers like yourself. With 360-degree ultra-smooth spinning wheels for seamless movement through airports, you'll no longer feel your knees buckling under the weight of your backpack. Plus, this interior organization allows you to still pack all of your essentials effectively. It's lightweight, but incredibly durable and spacious.
Wow, I think I've finally unpacked my baggage. I've never felt so supported.
Oh, that's those 360-degree ultra-smooth spinning wheels. Pretty smooth, right?
Thanks, Level 8. Now, let's get back to Dublin.
Starting to get hot. Time to take this jacket off. A little sweaty now. Much better. Let's go.
Now that we've got a little bit more airflow for the pits and bits, next waterfall is Drake Falls. Drake Falls is, it's kind of womp womp. Moving on. Middle Falls might be my favorite. It's like the South and North Falls. There's a grotto to walk behind the waterfall, and the waterfall is so close you get hit by the mist, which feels amazing when you need to cool off.
Oh, that feels good. I've seen folks on the trail with those walking sticks. I could really use one right about now. I'm starting to get a little tired. And I know when I'm getting a little tired because my feet start dragging. Case in point, before I start recording this part, I had something completely different I wanted to say and I ended up tripping. So these falls are... What I was gonna say was some of these waterfalls are a little bit stronger than the other ones right now, but we've almost made it to North Falls, which I think is our turnaround point or our loop point before we can get back to the RV. Here's our map. Okay, where are we? I don't know how well you can see this, but this is the trail. So we started around here. We went, which way did we go? I think we've gone this way, north.
Okay, we have our bearings and we're nearing the northern section of the waterfalls. Lower North Falls was also a little underwhelming, but to be fair, the water level here was low when I came through. I didn't even stop to grab any shots, and later I made my way down a man-made path to a section of the river. After exploring a few streams and rivers, I finally made it to North Falls. And whether you start from the north or the south, I think having the two most impressive waterfalls as pretty much bookends to the hike makes it all worth it. That little dopamine hit knowing you made it just kicks like a mule.
Tight, yeah!
So we made it to North Falls. I think between North Falls and South Falls, they're probably the two most impressive waterfalls here. Just because you can go to the cave underneath of them too. And it's like a huge cave area that you can just hang out in. This one has like seating area too, so you can just hang out and chill. A couple people eating lunch. Would have been a good idea. Really didn't think this hike through. Didn't bring lunch, water, a map. Good thing it's all marked off, because whoo, I am messing up.
One more waterfall to get to before we loop back around and finish this hike.
Save the worst part for last. These stairs. Ooh, I can't talk. These stairs suck.
Upper North Falls is kind of on its own little side trail, which makes it one of the easiest ones to miss. But it's also pretty popular for swimming and one of the easiest ones to access for a quick dip, without having to hike a few miles or go off trail.
That was a good break because I was starting to fade. Oh, this feels good. It's like an ice bath for my feet. All right, let's go get some water and some food. Check on the cat, see how he's doing. And then get out of here. So you can't swim in Upper North Falls. There's a couple people in there swimming now. You'll see them. It's cold though. It's really cold. Like even put my feet in, it was freezing. All right, Trail of 10 waterfalls. We're not gonna see all the waterfalls. I think we've checked off quite a few. That last little dip in Upper Falls kind of revitalized me a little bit to make this hike back. So we're just gonna head straight down Rim Road, Rim Trail, Rim Road, Rainbow Road, and get back to the RV. But that did give me a little life because I was dying. Now I'm pepped up, ready to go. Yeah, let's go. I need food. Quick sidetrack, pit stop if you call it. Look how smooth this wood is. It's like someone's table in their house. This is nice. Sorry that was random. Just thought it was interesting. Well, parking lot's full now. Completely full. I thought it was huge. I thought there was no way this would fill up. I was wrong. Oh, I'm pooped. That wasn't hard, but that was hard. Definitely that last part was really hard. Where's my cat? Otto?
So there you have it. Maybe not all 10, but Tony's quick guide to one of the most waterfall-packed day hikes in Oregon. And with that done, there's a couple of small towns about 30 minutes north that I want to check out, but we only really have time for one, so I'm going to make a little bit of an executive decision.
So we made the drive. I made the drive. I'm so used to saying we. I guess I could say we. It's me, Jam, and Otto. It's like the three of us kind of, right? So we made the drive to Mount Angel. I actually heard about this place because I was walking on the trail and heard someone talking about how this place had like really good German sausages, and I thought that sounded pretty interesting. So we made the drive. It was about a 30-minute drive, but I don't want to go in there smelling like stank, so I'm going to change clothes real quick. Much better. So when I was coming in, I saw a sign that said this town only has a population of 3,500, which when I was looking up the restaurant, this whole little pocket area is like really German themed, which is crazy. And then the other option I had in mind to go to was a brewery the beer was brewed by monks. So either one of these options seems pretty cool, but I'm interested to check out. Like you can see some of the buildings. I'll show you guys some pictures of it too. It must be a pretty heavy German population here. It'd be really cool if that was a clock and it came out every hour and swung on that. Maybe if we hang around long enough, they'll come out. Oh, I like that. I really like that. That's good. This is called a Doppelbock. Pretty much German dark beer. Very good.
And then for food, I ordered the spicy German sausage with tots. Tots probably aren't very German, but they're delicious, so whatever.
Pretty good. Solid kick to it. Good level of spice. Also, I'm a big fan of sauerkraut and hot dogs. I know a lot of people aren't, but I like it. Hold on, you wanna go outside?
He didn't last very long. Anyway, we're heading from where we were in Mount Angel to the town of Hillsboro, just outside of Portland. But first, we need to fill up. Now let's hit the road.
We drove all the way out to Hillsboro, Oregon to see if we can find the airplane house. I've seen this on social media. a few times and it looks cool. Some of my favorite creators like Aiden Ramans and Natalie Lynn have come here and it looks so cool in their videos, so hopefully it looks cool in person. If not, I just drove all the way out here.
I didn't really know what to expect rolling up in this plane. I just thought it'd be smaller, like a private jet or one of those fake movie props you see influencers rent for content. Instead, it's kind of just sitting here in the woods, propped up on a stack of wooden bricks like somebody stole its tires. And holding it together is a bunch of chains wrapped around trees.
This is all cool. You can still see the lettering on the plane too. It's really just kind of makeshift put up here. You got chains and wood slabs and bricks and everything just holding it up.
After seeing all that, climbing out in the wing felt a little sketchy, but when in Rome, right?
It's a little bit sketch. I'm like bouncing on the wing. I'm gonna walk very carefully.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Our flight time will be 5 hours and 24 minutes. And we'll be flying at an altitude of 924 meters. At a ground speed of 85 kilometers per hour. Thanks for flying with us.
Ready? Oh, okay.
The outside of the plane is cool, but inside is where you get to sit in the cockpit. I don't think I've ever actually sat in the cockpit of a plane before, so this is all a new and exciting experience for me. A little scary too. I had no clue what worked in here and what didn't.
Doesn't exactly fit.
And the last thing I wanted to do was move this plane off the platform or turn something on I wasn't supposed to.
Flight attendants prepare for takeoff.
So we fake it, and imagine what it must be like to pilot this bad boy. And after exploring the inside of the plane for a bit, I was able to talk to this gentleman.
I'm Bruce Campbell.
Bruce is the guy that owns and lives in this plane. And Bruce is a character. He's got a lot of
Stories. I have 3 stories. The first is the vision and logistics, why I did it and how I did it. Second story is how you can do it too, and much, much better than I did by avoiding my mistakes, which I'm transparent about. Third story is a fairy tale about how jetliners change your perception of what a home is. I can't tell the stories in their entirety on a daily basis. It takes about 30 minutes. There's just not enough time. It's too exhausting. In the meantime, the transcript is on airplanehome.com, hopefully to be followed by videos, which would be much better because the stories are composed for direct oral presentation. They need the showmanship elements.
If you visit Bruce in the airplane house, be sure to sign his visitors board and be kind and send him some of your photos and videos for his website. Well, I think we've successfully avoided boredom today, and along the way stumbled into some pretty awesome, if maybe slightly lesser known, spots in Oregon. Next week it's Sarah's turn, and she's not just going solo, she's taking on a whole different country. So make sure you subscribe so that you see how she handles solo adventuring across the pond.